Kurt Warner's top 5 quarterbacks. These are the top 5 quarterbacks this week and this week only. Doing it a little differently this year. We're giving Kurt a pool of 10 to choose from. And as always, we start at number 5. Kurt, take it away.
Well, you know what, Dan? I'm going with the one up there that has 2 names on. I'm going to give a couple guys some love at number 5. Philip Rivers and Brian Hoyer. Philip Rivers has been playing great football and continues to give his team a chance to win every time out. Again last week until the fumbled snap on the kick. They ended up finding another way to lose. And then Brian Hoyer, who's come in relief of Jay Cutler, has done a tremendous job. Again, if it wasn't for some mistakes in the red zone last week, I believe he gets his 2nd straight win. But he's played really, really well. You see right there, almost 400 yards again this week. Just unfortunately, neither of those guys could get a win.
Well, it is Kurt Warner's top 5, so he can make his own rules and put 2 dudes in one spot. All right, number 4.
Number 4, I'm going with Sam Bradford. I mean, you take away his best running back, you take away his best receiver, and what's he do? He just goes out and wins again. I mean, this guy is playing great football, very confident, big plays like that to guys we don't even know their name. I'm just really impressed with the way he's come in and settled into this offense and played good football, complementary football with the rest of that team, especially that defense is playing so well. But find themselves as the only undefeated. Sam Bradford's playing great.
Yeah, Bradford, the only quarterback in the league with at least 4 starts who has yet to turn the ball over. Number 3.
Number 3, I'm going with Matthew Stafford in this look. Coming in was an undefeated team in Philadelphia. Their defense was playing great, and he just came out and ran all over that defense. Made big play after big play, coming right out of the blocks and scoring touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. He's playing some really good football, not turning the ball over, but did what he needed to do in that game. You see, not a lot of great yardage, but touchdowns and not making bad decisions with the football. He gets the number 3 slot.
Looks like a different quarterback under OC Jim Bob Cooter, former Tennessee Vol, by the way. Number 2, Kurt.
Number 2, I'm going with Big Ben Roethlisberger. I'm not sure anybody in the league is playing as well as Big Ben is. And he has really transformed his game to become a complete quarterback. Can still make those ad-lib plays and big plays from in or outside the pocket. But the way he's deciphering defenses and getting the ball out of his hands, making big throws, but also making the quick decisions to get the ball out of his hands within this offense, I've just really been impressed. I'd love to see the way he's evolved from who he was as a young quarterback, even though he had success, to now becoming a really complete quarterback. He gets the number 2 spot.
And now maybe they have that number 2 receiver in Sammy Coates. His 15 touchdown passes leads the NFL. All right, your number 1 quarterback for the week is...
I mean, where else do you go, Dan? I mean, how do you not go with Tom Brady after sitting on the couch for 4 weeks and traveling and doing his vacations and coming back and, I just go for 406 yards and 3 touchdowns. There were a few missed throws that we could, chalk up to a little bit of rust, but there were some big-time throws that he made, especially the second play of the game. He's getting hit in the face and drops a dime on Big Gronk over the middle of the field when he's covered like a blanket. And I saw that, and I'm like, okay, there's not going to be a whole lot of rust here. But big play after big play. I don't think anybody's surprised, but really, really impressed with what he did after being out for 4 weeks.
3 touchdown passes to Martellus Bennett. Rob Gronkowski looking like the Gronk of old with a 100-yard game. So Tom Brady is your number 1. As we like to do each and every week, we compare this to the fans list. And the fans' top 5 this week, at least the top 2 quarterbacks, looking very similar to yours. They're going with Brady and Roethlisberger. What do you think?
Okay. Not bad. I mean, again, a lot of love to Dak Prescott, who I think is playing extremely well, but just not doing as much as the other guys. Matt Ryan, I thought about putting him on there because you go into Denver against that defense and have the success that he had and get the win. I can see why he's on there. And Derek Carr, I mean, he does nothing but just continues to win and make big plays late in games. I just thought the other guys had a little more complete game than those guys, but I can see definitely why those guys are on the list.